What we've witnessed here outside of St James's Park today has been nothing short of remarkable. There's been a constant flow of Newcastle supporters all day, coming here to lay wreaths, to lay flowers, to lay shirts and scarves or whatever it may be, even Newcastle brown ale bottles, all of course in tribute to Kevin Keegan. And then of course we've had big names coming here. Peter Beardsley has been here, Shola Amiobi has been here, and most recently we've had Eddie Howe, his backroom staff, including Jason Tyndall and Graham Jones, and player Jacob Murphy, along with Steve Harper and CEO David Hopkinson. They've all been here, they've all laid flowers and shirts and paid their respects. I've also spoken to supporters who gave their thoughts on Keegan's passing.
I just can't think of much really, because he was, and he still is, the man, the real deal. He was the real deal. There never will be another like him.
Did he give you your best memory supporting Newcastle, or at least some of them?
Most of them. The other one was Malcolm McDonald, because I was brought up to watch him initially, and both Kevin and Malcolm they're my heroes.
What do you make of all this tribute here, in such short notice?
Yeah, it's lovely, really. By the end of the week, it'll be back here. This is less than 24 hours, so by Friday, Saturday, it's going to be enormous.
I think it's amazing. It just shows you what an absolute legend King Kev was. A fantastic football player and a thoroughly nice, decent human being. And this just proves it. Everyone coming out and paying the respects for a true legend.
Was he one of your first footballing heroes?
Yeah, obviously I was born some time ago, like in the 70s, but I've always remembered Kev, wherever he was, at Liverpool and here and everything, And the thing I always remember about was that rant he had about Man United, Pity it didn't happen, but it just shows you how passionate he was for his sport and what a great guy he was, and he's always been loved in these parts, and he always will be. What
tribute do you think that Newcastle could perhaps pay to him? I know obviously at the minute everyone's in sort of mourning situation, but eventually I'm sure they will do something. What would you like to see?
Well, you've got your Bobby Robson statue there. I think something like that would be really good. It's difficult to say, really, isn't it? Because everyone's still in mourning, everyone's still sort of paying the respects as they are today and all the rest of it. But yeah, you've got to have a statue here sooner or later, because he was the greatest,
The statements released by David Hopkinson and Eddie Howe were profound and moving, and their visit here today showed just how much Keegan was respected by the two of them, especially Eddie Howe, who said when he arrived at Newcastle that Keegan was always on hand to talk with him and give him advice. And you could tell on the face of Eddie Howe just what a loss this is to him personally.
There's only one Kevin Keegan. One Kevin Keegan.
In terms of the emotions outside of St James's Park here and the atmosphere, well, evidently It's sombre, it's sad, but also there is celebration in the air, because let's not forget just what Keegan did for this city and for this football club. The people loved him and he loved them, and that's very much evident in what we're seeing here behind me. It's a sad time for Newcastle United, of course it is, but ultimately they will celebrate Keegan and they will remember him for the legacy that he will leave on this city and on this football club. And of course, let's not forget that Newcastle's first home game of the new Premier League season in mid-August is against Liverpool here at St James's Park, the club who, of course, Keegan won a lot of team titles with during his playing career. That will be quite the occasion. But for now, the mourning continues and the sadness continues. This is Daniel Wales outside of St James's Park.
The whole time, and you start